Natural Perfume Academy Prospectus. Our motto is learn, create and inspire. Visit the website intapa.com or Google Natural Perfume Academy. Aim: comprehensive knowledge, to provide comprehensive knowledge and understanding in the field of natural perfumery. Objective: provide the knowledge, to provide students with an infrastructure of developmental evaluation in preparation for successful completion of a Natural Perfume Academy course. Aim: enhance careers and industry, to enhance the individual natural perfumer's career and contribution to the perfume industry. Objective: provide an adaptable platform, to provide support and education on an adaptable worldwide basis. Aim: add merit, to add merit to the natural perfume industry. Objective: provide definitive standards, to provide education to natural perfume professionals in varying levels of the industry, from the manufacture of custom perfumes to the marketing of naturally fragrant products. Aim: spread the word, to spread the word of natural perfumery internationally as a valid and viable art form. Objective: provide technical infrastructure, to provide students with an infrastructure of developmental evaluation in preparation for the successful completion of any Natural Perfume Academy curriculum. Aim: to educate our students toward the preservation of perfume's history and culture, as well as the delicate ecosystem everything depends on. Objective: help students gain confidence, to provide students with the education to effectively navigate the natural perfume industry with confidence. Diploma course time expectations. The diploma course is 9 months in duration. Allow approximately 160 hours of study time for completion. Here is an approximate representation of how much time you should expect to spend on each area of your study. Blending, 10%. Composing, 20%. Evaluating, 40%. Reading, 30%. You have to be careful, thoughtful, and exact. It takes passion, dedication, and a lot of hard work. Smelling and remembering. It is a specialised skill. There is a lot of smelling and evaluating, noting and remembering, composing and crafting. From the past, history and culture. The history and culture of natural perfumery is a long and storied one that is often overlooked in today's modern world of perfumery. For thousands of years, natural materials serve to delight and inspire, and in some cases, medicate and cure, through the use of fragrant plants and resins. We seek to carry on the traditions of natural perfumery through instruction and reverence of nature's bounty, with an eye towards authenticity, sustainability, ethics, and fairness. To the present, sourcing genuine materials. Every step of the way in the creation of natural perfume is a factor in determining how good or bad the final product is. From the viability of the seed that produces the plant, that grows in a certain type of soil, that presents its flowers that are picked at a specific time and distilled or extracted at just the right temperature to produce a perfumery raw material that is perfect. It is equally important that you learn the character of the natural raw materials you use, because if you don't, you will never learn to create natural perfume. That is why the Natural Perfume Academy is here, to help you learn the correct way. Remote mentoring. Remote mentoring and expert empathic guidance allows the student to build confidence in their own abilities. Smelling, evaluating, composing, and learning to think like a natural perfumer. The journey of a natural perfumer is emotional, mental, and physical. It's about the health and well-being of everything. Natural perfumery means growing and harvesting locally first, extracting in small batches sustainably whenever we can. Ethical standards. What does that mean? Number 1. Fairly traded. Materials used should be from a source where the seller should be able to show or demonstrate that the grower, the producer, and everyone in the supply chain received a fair price for their work. Ethical standards number 2. Sustainably sourced. Essences and natural materials should be sourced from growers and producers who follow a code of ethics that puts nature and biodiversity before profits and business. The suppliers should be able to provide proof of this. Ethical standards number 3. Good working conditions. Manufacturers and producers should be able to provide proof to the buyer that the operations follow good working standards according to international laws, and they should be able to provide proof to the buyer. Ethical standards number 4. Ethically harvested. The collector or grower should be able to provide evidence that the raw material was harvested in an ethical way with respect for nature. They should be able to provide evidence of this when asked. Ethical standards number 5. Peer respect and community spirit. We seek to encourage a culture of community, respect and unity, and support for our natural perfumery peers and associates. Ethical standards. At any point in the supply chain, something can go wrong and a natural perfumer may be left with a substandard material with which to create their perfumes. Quality and purity. It is important to seek out growers, distillers, and suppliers with integrity who use the highest quality methods to provide the natural perfumer with the raw materials they desire and deserve. To begin, start at the beginning. The original team: Anne, Justine, Martha, and Ruth. Natural Perfume Academy is a registered member of CPD, Continuous Professional Development.